Lauren, can you please help me with my special needs?
Groove on.
Brett! Special needs trusts are an important consideration for families with members who have disabilities. These trusts are a lifeline for people with disabilities, ensuring they have the resources they need to live fulfilling lives. I've finally gotten around to setting up one of these for my kiddo to have that added layer of peace of mind. So what is a special needs trust? An S&T, for short, is a legal tool that holds money and assets for a person with disabilities. This trust is managed by a trustee who ensures the funds are used appropriately. It's designed to provide for their needs without affecting their eligibility for government benefits such as Medicaid or Supplemental Security Income, aka SSI. This is crucial because losing these benefits can be devastating. These benefits are often essential for covering medical expenses, housing, and living costs. Without them, many families would struggle to meet these needs. A special needs trust ensures that a loved one with a disability can access these vital resources while still receiving supplemental support. Essentially, an S&T is a safety net, a way to ensure your loved one's future and give them the best possible chance at a happy and independent life. It's about planning ahead and ensuring their well-being. My daughter Lauren has a disability, and of course I worry about her future. I want to ensure that she is well taken care of, even after I am long gone. Typically, people will want to leave money or assets in their wills, but also have to consider that the beneficiary may rely on government benefits, whether now or in the future. This is where a special needs trust becomes crucial. It allows you to provide for your loved ones without risking their eligibility for essential government programs. Leaving assets directly to someone receiving government benefits can disqualify them from these programs. This could lead to a significant loss of support and resources they depend on. An S&T safeguards their eligibility while still providing for their needs. I also set up the trust to try to protect any assets or property held in the trust from going through probate when I do pass. This will save my family time and money because they do not have to wait for probate to be completed to receive the assets and/or property. And they don't have to pay for attorneys out of their own pocket and legal fees. Attorneys cost money, y'all. By placing assets in the trust, my kiddo can receive supplemental income and medical assistance as necessary while still benefiting from the trust's resources. It ensures that my kiddo's needs are met, and even with or if remaining family members are no longer able to provide direct care. The trust can cover a wide range of expenses, including medical bills, housing costs, transportation, education, and other recreational activities, enhancing Lauren's quality of life as needed. There are several types of S&Ts. The most common is a first-party trust that's created with the individual's own assets, often from an inheritance or personal injury settlement. Another type, which I chose, is a third-party trust, and that's typically established by family members or a loved one using their own resources to benefit the individual with disabilities. Each type of trust has specific rules and requirements, so it's important to consult with an experienced attorney to determine what's best for you and your family. Choosing the right type of trust ensures the individual's assets are managed appropriately and that they receive the maximum benefit from the trust's resources. So who manages it? The person or entity appointed to oversee the trust's assets and ensure they are used for the beneficiary's well-being is called the trustee. In this case, while I'm here on God's green earth, I am and will remain the trustee until my passing. The trustee can be a family member, a trusted friend, or a professional fiduciary, such as a bank or trust company. The trustee's role is to act in the best interest of the beneficiary, making responsible financial decisions and adhering to the trust's term. It's crucial to select a trustee who's trustworthy, knowledgeable of managing finances, and committed to supporting the individual with the disability. So what can go in the trust? A special needs trust can hold a variety of assets to provide for the beneficiary's well-being. This can include cash, savings accounts, investments, real estate, and personal property, etc. It's important to note that certain assets, such as government benefits received directly by the beneficiary, cannot be placed into the trust, as this could jeopardize their eligibility. The trust document should clearly outline what assets are included, how they should be managed, how distributions can be made to support the individual's needs, etc. Setting it up. The first step to setting up an S&T is to consult with an attorney specializing in estate planning and special needs trust. The attorney will help you determine the best type of trust, draft the trust document, ensure it complies with all legal requirements. It is essential to seek guidance from qualified professionals throughout the process to ensure that the trust is set up correctly and that the individual's needs are met. I will not disclose who I went with. I'm happy with them, but I'm not advertising for them. It can be overwhelming, y'all. But you're not alone to do it, to have it done. And once you get it done, it's just a big piece of meat off your plate, and you can go back to enjoying life. The process can be complex and filled with a lot of legal jargon. My head was spinning reading through all of that. But again, that's why you have the professional to step you through all of that jargon, because it can be very difficult to understand and quite boring, but very important. So consult with the estate planning attorney specializing in the special needs trust so they can provide you with tailored advice and ensure that all legal requirements are met. So how is Lauren's trust laid out? I'm not going to go into great detail, but I'll give you a high overview of how hers is laid out, just to give you an idea. So Part A identifies the trust and the trust's intentions. It's a revocable trust until my death, or any one of you want to transfer $500,000 or more into Lauren's trust as a gift, whatever. We will take that on. If you want to do that, that's fine. But it just kind of revokes the trust. I'm willing to deal with that problem. Part B identifies the full purpose of the trust, which identifies Lauren's disability, her social and economic needs, and maintaining contact with family members as necessary, support activities, etc. Part C outlines the structure of the trust management team, identifying the trustee succession, my right to remove and appoint trustees, and as needs may change. Lauren can never serve as a trustee of her own trust. It's important to note that. And it's also important to note that this document serves throughout Lauren's lifetime and beyond. Part D talks about where I, or the trustee in my passing, can hire a case manager, attorney, or advocate for Lauren's for Lauren's benefit, and that it can be funded by the trust, and it outlines the requirement for that advocate shall he or she or it be hired. Part E speaks to Lauren's supplemental needs and reiterates that the trust is established to supplement and not impair and or diminish any government benefits at any time. Part F covers trust distributions during Lauren's lifetime. Part G outlines the administration of the trust upon Lauren's death, which ain't never going to happen because she's going to be here forever. Part H identifies a remote contingent distribution. Basically, if no one is left, none of the beneficiaries, not I, not Lauren, etc. This is a charity that I've identified. I've chosen Black Girls Code, which is a nonprofit organization out in California that focuses on engaging African American girls and other youth of color with computer programming education to nurture their careers in tech. I highly encourage you to check this out. I'll put a link in the description if you'd care to donate or just to check out. Part I identifies the administration of the trust for the underage and incapacitated, which in short would be Lauren's kids, her grandkids, etc. Now, the money at this point ain't that long, but you never know. It's there in the event of, but the money is not that long today. And Part J goes over the full trust administration process. Part K goes over the trustee powers, all of their limitations and what they're allowed to do. Part L, which is the last part, goes over the general provisions of the special need trust. But there you have it. That's pretty much it. Remember, establishing a special needs trust is an act of love and commitment. It shows your dedication to their well-being and your desire to secure their future. And I absolutely had to do this for my jelly bean. Thank you all for listening, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like, subscribe, and share. See you in the next one.